Good morning, students. So in the previous class we were discussing the lesson number 6, that is forest and wildlife, and already we have discussed about the importance of forests and types of forests. So mainly there are 5 types of forests. Those are the evergreen forests, deciduous forests, thorn forests, tidal forests and mountain forests. And out of all of these 5 forests, already we have discussed 3 forests. Those are the evergreen forests, deciduous forests and thorn forests. So in today's class we are going to discuss about 2 more forests. Those are the mountain forests and thorn forests. Okay. So let's see about the mountain forests. Mountain forests. So see here, first I will write some points about it. Mountain forests. These are found in. These are found in the slopes of the Himalayas and in some parts of the Nilgiri Hills. These trees are tall and needle-shaped. Pine here and spruce. The wood is soft. The wood is soft. And used for building houses. And making lights. Okay, so this is about the mountain forests. See here. So these forests are mainly found in the slopes of the Himalayas. Slopes of the Himalayas. Himalayas in the slopes area iruttalla. Aa area olaga iva mountain forests irtava. Okay, and some other parts of the Nilgiri Hills. Nilgiri Hills ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು mountain forests ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು Nilgiri Hills, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು slopes of the Himalayas. Next, these trees are very tall. Yes, the trees which found in the slopes of the Himalayas and parts of the Nilgiri Hills are very tall, as well as they are having needle-shaped leaves. They are having needle-shaped leaves and some trees. Okay, some trees which found here are pine, fir and spruce. Okay, these are the 3 trees which you can found in the mountain forests. Next, the wood is very soft. The mountain forest's wood is very soft, and it is also used for the making buildings, build the building houses and making light plywood. This is the uses of mountain forests. See here, I will explain one more time. First one, these are found in the slopes of the Himalayas and also some other parts of the Nilgiri hills. And these trees are very tall and they are having needle-shaped leaves. And some of the trees which are found here are pine tree, fir and spruce. And the wood of the mountain forests or mountain trees are very soft, and it is used for the making or the building houses and also for making the plywoods. Okay, this is about the mountain forests. Just write it down. After this, there is the fourth. Actually, this is the fourth one. So after this, the fifth forest, that is tidal forests, we will discuss. Just write it down. Okay, next. So that is the tidal forests. Forests. So see here, these forests are found in the deltas of Ganga, deltas of Mahanadi, and Godavari. Ganga. Next, the forest of Ganga. So this is here tidal forests. First of all, these forests are found in the deltas of Ganga. Okay, these tidal forests are found in the deltas of Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari. What are these? Godavari, Mahanadi, Ganga. These are the rivers which flow in India. Okay, so you can see tidal forests in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari and Ganga. And these type of forests are dense. Dense ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬಹಳ thick ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಇವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಬಹಳ thick ಆಗಿ ಬೆಳಿತಾವ. Okay, so these type of forests are very dense and the wood of the tree is very hard. The wood of these trees, the trees which grow in the tidal forests, the wood of these trees are very hard, you can see. And some of the trees, some of the famous trees which can grow in the tidal forests are Sundri, Garan, Kent are found in the deltas of the river Ganga. Delta ಅಂದರೆ ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ that is Sundri and Garan and Kent. Okay, and the forests of the Ganga, the forest of Ganga Brahmaputra delta is known as ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಪುತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂಥ ಏನು ಕಾಡುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೇನಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಸುಂದರ್ ಬನ್ಸ್. So also we call that Sundar Bans. Okay, so see here these forests are found in the deltas of Ganga and Mahanadi and Godavari as well. And these type of forests are dense and the wood of the trees which grow here are very hard. And Sundar, Garan, Kent are some of the trees which can found in the deltas of river Ganga. And the forest of Ganga and Brahmaputra delta is known as the Sundarbans. Okay, this is about the tidal forests. Okay, now next, some of the conservation of forests are there. How to conserve the forest? So people are cutting down trees in large numbers to make the way for roads, canals and cities. This is known as deforestation. So in these days people are cutting down the trees. In these days people are cutting down the trees just to make the roads, to make the big buildings. So that process is called as deforestation. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಜನ ಏನು ಮಾಡತ್ತಾರ ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದ್ದ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ಕಡಿಯತ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಆ ಕಡಿಯುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಂತೀವಿ ಡಿಫಾರೆಸ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಡಿಫಾರೆಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲೆಡ್ ಟು ಮೆನಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಈ ಡಿಫಾರೆಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. We will face some kind of forestation, some kind of problems due to this deforestation. That is, the soil has become barren and dry. Yes, when you cut some of the trees, then the land or the soil will become barren and dry. And next, it has led to the displacement or extinction of a large variety of birds and animals. So you know that a tree is a home. A tree is a home for many animals and many birds. After the evening, birds will come to the trees because tree is like a home to the birds. So if we cut down that trees, where those animals and birds will go? Do you have any idea? So ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ನೀವು ಬರೋ ಥರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೆಡವಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ? Obviously you don't have place anywhere to go. The same thing will happening with the animals as well as birds. A tree is like a home for many many animals and birds. So if we cut down those trees, where they will go? Is it? So after this deforestation, many birds and animals are losing their homes, and it leads to less rainfall and also less oxygen in the air. The air that we are breathing is called as oxygen. So from where we are getting that oxygen? From the plants, from the trees, of course. So if we cut down the trees, the level of the amount of the oxygen will decrease automatically, and that will lead to us to live an unhygienic life or an unhealthy life. One more thing, it will lead to the less rainfall. There are some trees, that's because it rains on time to time. Okay, and you can see it. The rainfall will, the land or the place which have a lot of forests will receive a high rainfall. Okay, so for example, Rajasthan is the best example, because in Rajasthan state there are very less plants. That's because the state Rajasthan receives very less rainfall. ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ ಗಿಡಗಳು ಭಾಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದಾವ, ಅದಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆನೂ ಭಾಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಲೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೆಸ್ ರೈನ್ಫಾಲ್, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಗಿಡಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಳೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫಾರೆಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಗುಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. Okay, so to maintain a healthy and clean environment, we should grow more trees. So what we should do? First of all, we should stop the cutting trees. Yes, so if you want to build any houses, if you want to build any canals, just make another way, but just don't cut down the trees. Cutting down the trees is not at all an option. Okay, so the government of India has started many programs such as Vana Mahotsav with the objective of planting more trees. Our government is also keep on trying to tell us to realize that trees are very important. Trees are very important to our life, and they are also started many programs. Our government has started many programs like Vana Mahotsav. So what this Vana Mahotsav program tells us? It tells us to plant more trees. It just gives us idea that yes, trees are extremely important in our life. Okay, so this is how we can conserve the trees. Cutting, just completely stop the cutting trees, completely stop the deforestation, and grow as well as or as much as plant the trees and stop the deforestation. And this is how we can conserve the trees. Okay, yes. So in today's class we have discussed the types of forests as well as the conservation of trees. This is enough for today. The remaining part of this lesson, like wildlife in India, we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Before ending this class, just write down these notes. Okay, so this is enough for today. The remaining part of this lesson we will tell tomorrow.